Joe, Passion Unchained here. I just wanted to put another video in the stack of the How to Date 101 series. And this one is going to be what to do on the date, get her back to your place. Now, let me give, excuse me, that's a huge burp. Let me give a preface to this. And that preface is, this is not the only way to date. This is not the one correct way to date. This is a great default that is a perfect way to meet girls and see if you are a match. And then if you are, get her over to your place so you can have some awesome sex and share bodies with her. There are a lot of fun ways to date. You could also riff off of this, but if you are new to dating or you are interested in learning, it's a very simple, easy way to date that just takes all the drama out of the situation, then this video is for you. I've put so much effort for several years into dating. I've been with a lot of girls, and now at this point, dating is a thing that a flip that I turn on and a flip that I turn off. I like helping people live a passionate life, and right now I'm sharing my experience with dating specifically because that's one easy way to help people build a life they love, one aspect of life that you can solve and that I have a lot of experience in solving. So, without further ado, I've done videos on how to get from Tinder to numbers, and then I've done video on how to get from number to date, and this video is how to get from date to your place. And first of all, you got her on a date if you follow those videos. The point of a date is to see if you like her, first of all, see if you're attracted to her, and then see if she's into you, right? See if you like each other, and then if you two are, then have some awesome, sexy sex, right? Because over time, you can build awesome experiences, but like I said in some other videos in the past, you can search my channel, try to have sex as soon as possible. I do have a video, if you are a person that needs to feel an emotional connection before you have sex, not out of shame, but out of genuineness, then I have a video on that too called something like, if you need connection before having sex, this is for you, or watch this or something. And search for that, search for if you need connection on my channel and you'll find that video. But for everybody else, having sex as quick as possible is extremely important because it just takes frustration and drama out of dating. The sooner you have sex, the quicker you know whether she is sexually available to you. Because what I've been frustrated with in the past, there have been so many times where I've been on a few dates with a girl and I am getting into her and I'm starting to get attached, and she's not going to have sex with me for whatever reason. She's too nervous, her ex comes back in town, whatever reason, right? There's a lot of reasons, and most of them, if you're not being weird, then they don't have to do with you, like 99% of them. So, and that's frustrating. So the sooner you have sex, the sooner you consummate things, and then you stop playing games. That's an easier way to say it. Let me just say it in that quick way. The sooner you have sex, the quicker you both stop playing games, and then the sooner you can just enjoy each other's company. Because girls, unfortunately, before you have sex, if you delay it, they're going to start playing games and be like, well, now I get to withhold my attraction and withhold my, myself and kind of like string this guy along. And it's part of it is because society society promotes this in movies and music. And then part of it is also because, well, if I'm being honest, if I were a girl, I'd probably do the same thing. If I can just keep a guy's attention by withholding it, then I'd do so. But the thing is, a girl can't keep my attention that way because I lose attention if it's not going anywhere. And that's the kind of guy you need to be, is like, if you're not getting what you want, then don't let yourself be strung along, because that's just frustrating for you. And it's frustrating for her, because girls ultimately, that's not really what they want. They don't want to string a guy along. They want to enjoy themselves with the guy too. So, you want to get her. So now that I've gone over why it's important to get her to have sex as soon as possible, here's what you do. Date should be something simple, easy, and close to your place. Simple and easy could be a drink if you're both 21 or over, or if you're in a different country, 18 or over for most countries. or if you're in certain countries, it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, drinking age. If you're both drinking age, you can go get a drink. I don't really like to drink that much. I will drink when I'm out with my friends, a drink or two. I don't really drink that much though, so I take girls out for bubble tea. It could be like a fast casual place, not a fancy dinner. That's not something you do at this stage. Fast casual place to eat, or a bubble tea or a coffee. I would stay away from coffee. It's too friendy, but I know a lot of guys who take girls to coffee dates and don't have any issues, or a drink, something like that, right? You meet her, you see her, you make sure she's not a catfish, you make sure she's not weird or creepy or has crazy red flags, you make sure you're attracted to her, right? And then at some point, maybe 15 minutes into an hour in, you're like, hey, I want to go back to my place. Sometimes if you want to like make her feel extra comfortable, you could create an excuse. One thing I used to do is there's a chocolate wine that you could buy at the grocery store, and I was like, hey, like I have some chocolate wine. It's kind of interesting. I thought it would be horrible, but it's actually quite good. You want to try some? And I've never met a girl who tried that, and so it's always like, oh, okay, that's interesting, and like I know why I'm going to his house, but now I can rationalize to myself that I'm not a slut. Because unfortunately society does try to convince girls, parts of society tries to convince girls that they are sluts if they sleep with a guy on a first date, which sucks because a lot of girls like sex and a lot of girls are cool sleeping with a guy on a first date, and sometimes the reason they don't is because they don't want their friends to find out, or they don't want to feel self-conscious. So sometimes giving a girl plausible deniability so she can tell her friends, well, I didn't know it was going to happen because he just said that we were going to have some wine and I wanted to try some wine. It's like, if you give her that excuse, then it can make her feel more comfortable. But that's up to you. I've literally said, hey, let's go to my place. And girls have said yes and been cool with it. And then at your place, put on a movie on Netflix and sit on the couch and make out with her. And then go from there. But like, if you live alone, living alone really helps. If you're making out and you don't know what to do, it's like, hey, like, let's go to my bedroom. It's a lot more comfortable than being here on the couch. And if she's cool with it, great. If she's not, then that's fine too. Just keep making out with her and maybe ask her again in 5 minutes. Keys here are, don't ever push a girl to do something that she's resisting. If she's resisting and you push her and she does it, then maybe later, even if she was like on the fence about it and sort of cool with it, she might regret it later, and then that could be a big issue for you. So it's also not fun you want it to be a win for both of you. Trying to get laid at all costs, even some of the and the cost being like the girl feeling comfortable about herself, you're playing with fire, man, and not in a good way. Like you're not going to feel good about yourself first of all, and there's dangers. Like, if she regrets it later and, might accuse you of something, it's not good. So definitely make sure the girl's cool with it. And the way you do that is like, is she into it? Is she telling me no? Is she telling me to stop? Is she like super hesitant? It's like, well then, don't push so hard. Pull back a little bit. So that's the basics. Let me reiterate it. Dates should be something simple, easy, close to your place, like fast casual restaurant or a drink or bubble tea. Meet up, make sure she's not a catfish, and make sure that she has no crazy red flags, like she's like Missy from that movie, The Wrong Missy. Like, that's not a girl you want to keep seeing at all. If you haven't seen that movie, don't see it. I hate it so much. I hate cringe humor. I fucking hate cringe humor. I do not like watching cringe humor. I don't know why it's a genre. It's fucking stupid. And I saw the beginning of that movie and turned it the fuck off. But there's enough to know that like that is a girl that is a perfect example of red flags. Do not ever continue seeing a girl like that. And then if she's normal and cool and you like chatting with her and she doesn't have any crazy red flags, bring her to your place, either by inviting her straight over or giving her an excuse, being like, hey, like there's something I want you to see. I have a laser cutter, or I have an Xbox, or whatever. This is the thing on Netflix I want to see. Let's go watch it. Start making out on your couch and then move it to the bedroom. And then don't push things too fast. Another thing is, if she is a catfish, or you do find like she's like, oh yeah, like I'm bipolar, or she just starts complaining about everything in her life, or whatever, right? She has some weird red flags where you're like, I don't want to go through this. Then like what I do, I actually wait. I actually just like, politely wait till a break in the date, like 5 minutes conversation, whatever. I'm like, hey, like I'm not feeling the chemistry. I don't want to lead you on, so I'm going, or waste your time. So let's go our separate ways, and then I'll leave. So that's a really polite way to do it. You could be more direct if you want. I don't like to be super direct and blunt with girls. When I'm rejecting them, I like to be more tactful and, not have it be such an intense thing. So I usually be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't feel the chemistry. I don't want to lead you on or waste your time. So let's go our separate ways. That works super well. I will help you if you're not getting the matches that you want, or this is all confusing for you. I offer dating app photography, where either I come to you, I have a couple of photo shoots in other states and cities, or you can come to me here in Austin, Texas, and I will do your photos. I have a lot of testimonials from other clients and examples on my website. So check it out, passionunchained.com. It's in the description below. Book a free profile consultation with me, and I'll get on a one-on-one Zoom call and critique your profile. And then we could talk about a photo shoot. If you're a match and you're the kind of guy that I want to help, then I'll work with you. I also do dating coaching, so same deal for that. That's the same process, and we'll talk about that. So I wish you the best. I'm excited to critique your profile and see if we are a match to work together. Subscribe to me on YouTube, and until next time, go build a life you love.